Welcome back to the channel. All right, we was out here late last night working. What did we come up with? This is the new addition. This is an Eagle Peak greenhouse, okay? It's an 8x6 greenhouse. It's a pop-up. Yes, they sell them on Amazon. That's not where I got it from. I liked it on Amazon. They had a lot of reviews. I said, let me see if Temu got it. Went on Temu, they had it. But I bought it weeks ago. But we like it, we love it. I just came out here. It's warm inside of there, okay? So that's for those who need them. Everybody don't need them. I'm in zone 7A. We in the Midwest. We never know what kind of weather we gonna get. Something that I'm about to plant really fast for y'all. I planted some yesterday, but we lost the light. So I wanted to do about 4 buckets of it anyway. The corn likes it 70 degrees or above, okay? 70 degrees or above. So since we still having cool nights, I think it's gonna be like 46 degrees tonight, this is what this is for. Side note, don't let kids play in your garden. He's stepping on top of the rain bucket. Lord have mercy. Also, I got a couple pepper plants that's over there. And some of my pepper plants, I'm gonna put them inside too, okay? I'll put those inside of there too. So I did a demonstration yesterday, but I'm just gonna do it again just because we have a warm day with some sunlight, okay? Refill, of course they already have holes in the bottom. I tell y'all that all the time. I already put a little bit of bone meal and blood meal inside of there, okay, for this sweet corn. I already soaked my seeds in my water for 6 hours, all right? You only plant your corn seeds 2 inches deep. So you can put your finger right in there, but do it on the opposite side. And what I'm gonna do is do 2 holes because I wanna make sure that all my seeds germinate. So I'm gonna put 2 on each side. Technically you should put 1, but I'm gonna do 2, okay? My seeds, I'm putting 1 into the hole. 1 into the hole. So you put 1 into each hole. And voila, we done. We covering those up because they only supposed to be 2 inches anyway. And we're gonna push down on it, okay? And of course, y'all already know what we doing is we gonna make sure that water it. Okay, that's it, that's all. Hopefully y'all growing this corn, sweet corn with me. Y'all trying this, okay? Because they tearing us up at that grocery store with that corn. I like to reiterate this. I want to keep kind of saying it. Those grocery store shelves don't get stocked up. You want to be in a position that you can come outside and you already stocked up, okay? You just waiting on your food to come. Not all at one time, but at several different times. And I've been doing that. Been planting a few of my potatoes. As you can see, some of them is tall. Some of them kind of was just started. I do date them though. I definitely date some, okay? So that's what we've been doing. And I just wanted you all to see my new garden find that I'm on Temu. I'm not gonna keep talking to y'all about Temu. Why? The tariffs. That's just the truth. And I don't want y'all to get a sucker deal. So I definitely ain't gonna be buying it. If you do, you wanna be very, very careful. And you wanna pay attention. Good old rainwater. So that's what we wanna use. Cause that house water, they charging us for that. I already got a sticker shock this month. So, putting that in here. I tell you, it's warm in here. I'm loving that. I believe my potatoes stuff is gonna do really, really good in there, okay? I got a couple things I wanna plant, like my collards. So, what I have over here is, I bought me a new planter box, okay? Amazon today have these for $25 on that limited time deal. We at the point now, we gotta catch it while the deal is hot, okay? And I bought a silver one, it was $22. I don't care nothing about the color. It's going on this back side, okay? And I haven't decided what I'm gonna put in there yet. I'm thinking corn, but I'm not sure yet. I told y'all my mind changes over and over again, okay? It's set up, and I'll just show y'all another quick demonstration of how we put up this FXW fence. It's a dog fence, that's what it is, a 3-foot dog fence. But I've been hearing y'all and reading y'all comments. Y'all say y'all like it and make it look cute. Because I told you, we gotta try to stay in a small space. I gotta try to stay myself in the space. I really got this fence, so even not only to protect from the different animals, but I got it also. I should have been staying within the border of I think I'm gonna stop right here. And all that empty space that I have behind here, we gonna work on that. So let me show y'all just a little bit of what's back there anyway. This is my little butterfly and hummingbird mix right here. My perennials that I'm trying to contain and put in there. I ain't tough enough yet to lay it back here on the ground, but I do got space back there. But as you can see, we put back there pallets back there because you don't want your stuff sitting on the ground. So that's what I'm gonna put my corn on top of for now, okay? They heavy feeders. I fed it last night. Man, I haven't been out here that early. But let me use some water for that. Remember, they do not like to be dry. So, I'm messing up with that. Y'all excuse me on that one. I gotta get those water. Cantaloupe on the front side of this bed. I got watermelon back here. Now, it's possible I got this watermelon kinda a little close. And remember, I put corn seeds in this middle. I remember, and you don't supposed to let your corn seeds get dry. They tell you that. But guess what? Footnote, they said that you should technically water your watermelon seeds and your watermelon plants twice a day. Early in the morning and late in the evening. That's what they said. So I'm kind of slipping on that. I'm gonna grab a little more. Cause I definitely watered it last night. Just kind of didn't put it together. Cause I heard that when they baby seedlings like this, you need to make sure you water a lot. But they said the bigger, when they start growing more and more, you don't have to water as much. Because you don't want to put too much water in there, and they said it'll kind of dilute the sweetness in the melons, okay? So that's what I learned. Somebody asked me, you always say they said, and who telling you? Somebody said that in the comments. So I tried to explain to them. I talked to different gardeners. Because I'm new at this. Gardeners. I do my studies online. I also, I talk to farmers. I got a lady, she's in her 80s that I talked to that lives in Mississippi. I think I mentioned it in another video. Very informational. They don't have this raised garden bed stuff. What they have is, they using the earth. That's how she telling me. We use the earth. She's not using these beds and stuff. So she's able to tell me certain things, but it's some things she ain't relating to me on. When I'm asking her, well, what do you do? What kind of fertilizer you using on your veggies and your crops? She's saying, fertilizer? I don't use no fertilizer. I'm not buying all that stuff. God gave us everything we need. See what I'm saying? She didn't understand that. Not only her, when I went down to our local garden the other day and I got some of these seedlings, I asked him, I'm scared to plant cucumbers. He said, why? I said, because of the pests and things that are, he said, I don't understand what pests. They are planting in the earth something different. And the basic of it is true. It's probably the same, but some of this stuff is different to them, okay? And I've seen different people online that do say that they use like bone meal and stuff on the ground. Now I have heard it, but I'm just saying some of the farmers that I have talked to, and I'm not sure how many acres that they have, but I know she told me she had plum trees, pecan trees, barlett pear trees. And then I know my local garden that we go there every year all through the summer buying greens, fruit, different things like that. It's a difference. It's a difference. And she felt like you buying all of that stuff and it ain't needed. One of those situations where I've been telling y'all anyway that I feel like we're being bamboozled about some things. There's some things we don't need. Now, I know. I hear y'all. Y'all use this, y'all use that. Some of this stuff I'm going to try. You know why? Because I don't have a green thumb yet. So I have to kind of sort of enhance some things. But when some of these people are saying that they growing their stuff organic, they're not using all these different chemicals. The lady, my grandmother friend who lived in Dobbville, Mississippi, they not using that. When I asked her about black cow, she asked me what that cow eat. I don't know what the cow eat, ma'am. She said, that's right. You do not know what he eat, so why are you putting that in your food? I'm not telling y'all to return y'all black cow. I got black cow, got to go get some today because this helping me. They skilled. We learning. As we go, we can learn to put down some things. Y'all know how it is. We buy certain things when we younger. Get older, you learn better. One of them situations. I am a paper plate, paper cup person. I'm going to go buy them from the store. Now that they talking about paper is going up and that stuff ain't going to be on them ships, dishwashing liquid, that's it. That's all. I'm gone from there. So, anyway, we're going to work on this bed today. I want to try to get this area mulched. That's why I got this straw here to kind of kill out some of this grass. I'm going to bring y'all back when we start working on that in a little bit so I can get this filled up and decide what I'm going to plant in it. Now, I kind of want this to be a medicinal garden. I was a little under the weather. Didn't feel so good last week. I had learned a couple months ago, get some oil of oregano. I didn't know nothing about no oil of oregano. This guy told me, he said, you take that, you're going to need a lot of water because that's strong. Okay. Well, I can tell you that I went and got that oil of oregano. And all that night, I kind of tossed and turned because it was a little rough. It was a little strong. I kept just trying to drink my water with that. Next day, I felt probably 75% better. That's true. And I felt like I recovered really fast. That next following day, I was much, much better. Okay? So, we got to learn these natural stuff. We got to learn about these natural herbs. I told y'all, my grandmother said, wasn't no hospital to go to. They found natural remedies. We want to get back to that. All these, I ain't gonna go there. We don't want to be legal drug addicts. I'll put it like that. And trust me, I have had issues in life. Most definitely have to take medication. I've been going to the doctor even lately. Dealt with high blood pressure 10 plus years. Somebody told me about beet juice. I started like last year. I do juice it anyway. I started drinking beet juice. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm telling you what God did for me. My blood pressure has came down into the normal range. That's my testimony. If y'all experience the same thing or know anything about beet juice, drop it in the comments. Let people know we're here to encourage and share good information. But anything somebody put down there, make sure y'all still do y'all homework. Oh, it got dark on us last night. We didn't get a chance to finish. showing you what all that we had done. I didn't want to keep recording while it was dark outside. This is the FXW Dog Playpen that I told y'all that I had bought online, okay? This is the fencing that's around. You all been in the comments. Y'all told me it looked nice. And I explained that I needed to bring it out some because I had other bids, okay? This is the fencing, okay? You all see the little holes? That's kind of how you have to line it up, those little holes. So what we do is just kind of put it right up under there. If you see these other holes, we just line it up, okay? Simple as that. These are the stakes that it come with. You just stick the stake right through, kind of get it lined up, push it down. It's in, stake it in, okay? So that's how that works. And now, don't be like me. When me and my husband first talked about building that, I was supposed to stay inside of those borders. No, that's not what I did. That's not what I did. So we're gonna go on in the inside. As you can see, we already laid our straw down in the inside to kind of smother out some of the grass, okay? I just wanted to add that into the video to let you all see while we had daylight. Remember, I am the kindergartner. I am here to learn and learn from you. You all have any questions, just drop them down in the comment box. Remember, don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all of you all being here. I'll see you on the next video, okay?